Well, that didn't turn out well. Indiana Pacers did get the revenge as they were definitely out for blood in this game against the Miami Heat. And we knew it was coming, but yet we didn't respond to it. And throughout the entire game, the Miami Heat, at not at all once, have they ever led this game. They have not led this game at all in this entire game. We came close to doing so, but then they stumble across a rebound problem, which is typical. And in the end, it just hurt us in the worst way that you could imagine. Still without Butler, and now we don't know the severity of the injury, but we might see Podcast out for a while. I'll explain it as the time goes on. So we'll go with the box scores, and I do apologize for a little bit of a lighting issue. I'll try to cover it like it doesn't work. We're gonna start off with Kevin Love. Limited factor in this game as he only scored 8 points with 2 3-pointers and one more in the paint with 6 rebounds. Haywood Highsmith offensively was just non-existent in this entire game. He had 0 for 6 field goals in the entire game. Did not score a single bucket in this game. It was a terrible night for Haywood Highsmith. Defensively though, he does have 4 rebounds and an assist. But that's pretty much it. I didn't mean to say defensively. Bam and Tyler Hero were the ones carrying this team. Bam has 24 points with 2 3-pointers, although I thought he has 3 3-pointers, but 2 for 4 and 3-pointers with 9 for 18 in field goals, 4 for 5 in free throws, and that one stinker free throw of the fourth quarter definitely sealed our fate. 8 rebounds, 2 assists. Tyler Hero with 28 points. His 3-pointers are starting to come up. I think he scored his 40th of the season in this game. 7 for 11 in 3-pointers, 8 for 18 in field goals, 5 for 5 in free throws. So he's perfect on the line with 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal. Terry Rozier, he is 4 for 12 plus the N1 with 9 points. But my gosh, his shooting has gotten really, really stale. It's becoming such a problem for the Miami's offense. I hope at some point Rozier figures something out and get back on the run that he had early in the season, because whatever's going on with Rozier, this is not working. It's hurting our team. It is definitely hurting the Miami Heat. He does have 4 rebounds and an assist, but what good would those do if we cannot at all keep the consistent scoring and try to win ourselves a game? Off the bench, you got Duncan Robinson with 20 points, 5 for 7 in 3-pointers. He made 5 3-pointers in the game, 6 for 10 in field goals, 3 for 3 in free throws with 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Jovic with the mask had us a pretty good game with 14 points, 2 for 6 in 3-pointers, 3 for 9 in field goals, 6 for 6 perfect on the line on the free throws with 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. Jay Rich with 5 points with a 3-pointer and 1 more in the paint with 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. And Jaime Jaquez with only playing 15 minutes with just 2 points in the paint. He missed everything else with 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal. And Jaime Jaquez, I do hope the severity injury is not serious. He rolled his ankle and sprained his ankle in the third quarter, very late in the third quarter, man, mind. He might be out for a while. We don't know the severity of the injury yet. I'm not a doctor, of course. We can only pray for Jaquez. Hopefully it's nothing serious. But notice I said 1 block with Jay Rich. Our starting lineup and 3 of the 4 bench players only has one flipping block in the entire game. Jay Rich has 1 block. 1 block in the entire game from the Miami Heat. The Pacers have 6 blocks. 6. We only have 1. And 5 of the blocks from the Pacers came from their starting lineup. Unfair. It is so unfair. You got Kevin Love, who is our power forward. 6'8". Bam Adebayo, 6'9", our center. But this is odd. Why not Thomas Bryant? He's taller. He can really back up Bam. Bam played 40 minutes. I don't understand the formation of this game. If you're trying to defend and trying to cover the paint, that's how it's hurting us, man. Because now at that point, now we can talk about the Pacers scoring. Siakam with 23 points. He has 2 for 3 in 3-pointers. 9. You know what? I'm not going to finish that. 3 for 3 in free throws with 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal. Miles Turner, 34 points, 5 for 8 in 3-pointers, 14 for 23 in field goals, plus the N1 with 9 rebounds, 1 assist, and 2 blocks. Halliburton with 16 points. It feels like he's making every single flipping shot, but he only has 16 points with 3 for 8 in 3-pointers, and it's convenient enough that all the clutch ones came in the fourth quarter, because why not? 4 for 13 in field goals, 5 for 5 free throws with 3 rebounds, 13 assists, so he has a double-double and 2 blocks. No steals for him this time. Mathurin with 21 points with 1 3-pointer, 6 for 10 in field goals, 8 to 8 with free throws, with 12 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals. He also has a double-double. And Ben Shepherd with just 3 points with a 3-pointer, with 3 rebounds, 1 assist, and a block. But yeah, 4 of the 5 starting lineups have at least 15 points, and 3 of them have over. Actually, no, 3 of them have over 20, and Miles Turner has 34. And this is why you want to cover the paint with your big guys. It cannot be just Bam, okay? Kevin Love is our power forward, okay? But the age might be the factor. I'm not trying to be rude, but the age is a factor, okay? That's why you want to put in Thomas Bryant. Maybe you want to put in experience. Put in Kel'el Ware to get the experience. Why does Bam have to do all the work? And of course, they're making a lot of shots. The Heat in the entire game did not take a lead, like I just said. Indiana's largest lead was 16. Okay? You got Miles Turner, Halliburton, Siakam, Mathurin are all contributing with the points. Ben Shepherd's 3-pointers, the only 3-pointer in the entire game came early in the first quarter. Since then, he has not made much. Rozier with the driving layup plus the N1, but that's pretty much it. Okay? Hero and Bam and Duncan Robinson were the factors in this one, okay? Now, in the first quarter, there would be a Pacers foul. There would be a Pacers foul on Jaquez, and they said it was actually a clean strip from the Pacers, and it ricocheted off Jaquez. So they challenged it, and then the call was overturned, and of course they would capitalize off it eventually. The end of the first quarter would be 28-20 for the Pacers. The second quarter, I will say this with the Heat. I admired the comeback that they tried to do, but each and every time we try to go make this comeback, whether we are down by 3 or down by 2, whatever the case may be, we always wind up being back to square one by being down by 8. Majority of the time in the first half, going into the third quarter, we always find ourselves down by 8. And when I feel like there's going to be some sort of hope, the hope is diminished. We'll be down by 11 because Halliburton. I apologize for the noise. But yeah, no, we're down. We'd be down by 3, and of course they will be right back up. They always find a way. And it wouldn't last long. And when when we finally do get the rebound, we don't capitalize. Then it gets tipped in. Then they find a way to get that swish three. Now, at the end of the second quarter, we'll be down by 3, 49-52, which would be some sort of hope, right? Third quarter, an absolute horrendous third quarter. Horrendous third quarter. This is the quarter that we were down by 16. Okay? 78-62. If you do the math, that is 16 points. Think about it. 78-62. And this is the result of three-pointers that these guys keep making. And then they draw the foul, and the referees seem to be getting fooled by it. There will be a defensive 3-second. Oh, actually, a defensive 3-second happened in the second quarter, which was Duncan Robinson. And then, was it Duncan Robinson? No, it was Jovic, actually. Duncan Robinson, was it the third quarter? Was it the second? Who the hell cares? Duncan Robinson gets a technical foul for the frustrations that he has endured, and they get the technical free throw. So there was 2 technical free throws in the game, one from the defensive 3-second, and a frustration tee by Duncan Robinson, which then of course, now I gotta go find it. I think it was Halliburton that shot that technical free throw. But I don't know, man. You can definitely see the Heat's frustration. Yeah, it was Halliburton. I was right. You could see the Heat's frustrations early on, just not being able to find some sort of rhythm in. And at the end of the third quarter, it will be 85-75. Some sort of hope, but Duncan Robinson would make that three-pointer to be down by 10. Fourth quarter then. And I swear, I feel like I'm not the only one that feels this way. Duncan Robinson, actually Tyler Hero with 2 straight threes, to be back within 8. Yeah, 8. Robinson gets 3-point fouled. Oh yeah, I should point out Tyler Hero in the third quarter makes that marvelous 4-point play with the 3-pointer plus the and 1. He gets that 4-point foul. Free throws keep happening in the fourth quarter, though. Another Pacers challenge. It was successful because I believe they called it out of bounds on the Pacers. And then the Pacers challenged it, and then they determined that the Duncan Robinson did have the hip, touch the hip last, and then it rolls out of bounds. I feel like he was fouled because it hit the hands. They did. Now, it would be close. Jovic would get 2 free throws, full-in jump shot miss, and Duncan Robinson would tie the game up 97-97. Miles Turner, after that, like I said, they tied it up 97. This is our chance to get this. But after that miss, we were going to rebound it. But then somehow, some way, McConnell saved it, and he got the offensive rebound, and Halliburton does the rest. Oh, and I should point out, since the Miles Turner miss, most, if not every single shot by the Pacers, they would not miss. I feel like they would not miss a shot. And even if they did miss a shot, they would rebound the ball right back. Siakam, McConnell, Miles Turner, most of them are shooting a 3. They're shooting a 3-pointer. Meanwhile, we're letting them do it, and when we get fools, they switch it. Meanwhile, we cannot make a shot, and when we finally do, it's too late. Free throws, drive a layup, and a dunk. That's it. The final score of this game is 110-119 for the Heat. Pacers win this game. They split the series, this little series with the Heat. And thank God the Heat's long road trip has come to an end. But the Heat play again tomorrow at home. They do the back-to-back with the Pacers and the Sixers, but they have to travel back from Indiana back to Miami to play against the 76ers. This is a winnable game. We're playing against the Sixers, who is 2-10. I mean, they got Paul George, Tyrese Maxey, Joel Embiid, but yet for some reason they're 2-10. That's a game you have to win. If you don't win this, then something is clearly wrong, and we might have to question Spoelstra's formation at this point. And I don't want to come down to it because he's a darn good coach, but something has to change because something's not working and it's hurting us. So I'm going to leave it at that. This was a frustrating result, in the fact that the Heat never even led the game. And when we finally get so close, they always end up responding, and it sucks. So that's going to do it for this one. If you have enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe for more content, because Miami TVG has it back. And when he does, he'll be right there with you for your attention you deserve. Comeback fell short. What could I say? All right, Miami TVG, settle, folks. Good night.